All right, guys. Guys, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. We are welcome back to my weekly setup and market outlook for this week, right? And before anything, we actually like to implore you uh, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to comment, to like, and also study the free materials that we've actually provided for you to be successful in this business. And likewise, on the description, you're actually going to find Instagram, then our Telegram channel. Do well to join us on the Telegram so that you can actually have the setup uh, that we're actually going to take in this coming week. And at the same time, you are going to have some flashcard that drills that happened before, and we've already provided those particular uh, charts for educational material. So we have a whole lot of educational materials that you can enjoy in the Telegram channel. Okay, just like our culture, we would like to start um, with DXY, which is actually dollar index, right? Last week we actually talked about this low being rated. Then we actually predicted that okay, it is actually going to be some kind of reversal before we look um, um, uh, to sell this pair, right? But anyway, this pair is actually going higher now, I believe so, because I still want this particular equal highs to be rated. And if you actually look at the daily time frame, in the daily time frame, we can actually see that this market is ranging. Then the market came at the beginning of this month, which is May, and take out this low. And that is telling us that oh, the market is actually not going to stand up for now, but is going to give us more opportunity for for buying before we look to sell. Anyway, before we can actually say that this pair will be a sell, then we will look out for this eye being rated. So we're actually going to be expecting this eye to be rated before we can actually look to the next direction of the market. Anyway, for me, I'm actually still bullish on this pair. And we've actually looked at the 4 hour time frame. This already created a swing high, or let me say the higher low, they created a higher high. Then I am actually expecting this to be a a higher low also. Then this market will actually continue up before we see this high being rated. So that shows that if that happen, then we'll be seeing more dollar. I mean, USD SXX will be going higher than SSX USD will be going down. So that's actually what we are going to expect. That shows that if the dollar is actually going higher, then we're actually expecting like something like Euro USD to be going down, and a pair like USDCHF to be going up. However, if the market is going down, if this DXY is going down, they will be expecting DXY, I mean Euro USD to be going higher and USDCHF to be going down. So we're actually going to look at Euro USD and let's see what we are expecting on this pair. On Euro USD, um, Euro USD is just like what I said. If or concerning what DXY would do, let me just click this so that I can actually have access to. Right. So this is actually the time frame that we're actually going to focus on. So based on what DXY is doing, right, we can as well follow through in this market. So based on the pattern that we have now, this market also came all the way up, took out liquidity here. They're actually expecting markets to still trade all the way down. As you can see, this market is actually creating a bearish market structure. However, if this structure actually holds, we may actually see more upside. But if this low is rated, then we can actually see more downside on this pair. So the next pair we are going to be looking at is USDCHF. USDCHF, I'm actually going to not go to, I will not go to the weekly because I can actually see a ranging market there. Then on the even on the daily time frame, we are seeing this ranging stuff there. Market already came all the way to take out this low. Then more of a reason why I will be expecting more upside on this pair to come all the way up and take out this liquidity, right? This liquidity pool, all right, and this particular liquidity zone here to be rated. I call them trap zones. So because I believe that there are so many traders that are already putting that that have already put their pending order there, and the market liquidity providers can actually come there to trap them or just to deceive them and actually shift the market away from that. Now, the next pair we're actually going to be looking at is GBPUSD. For GBPUSD, also, this market is ranging on a daily time frame. Then the 4 hour time frame, we're actually going to be uh, um, um, our bias for this week. And as we can see, what is actually happening, this market actually accumulated here, then actually went up, took out liquidity, then dropped. So with this, we actually have accumulation phase also here. This market took out liquidity, then drop. Then we're actually having a lower high forming here. I'm expecting this market to drop more. But anyway, if this structure actually holds, if this other block holds, right, if this other blocks holds, we might actually see more upside on this pair. But as long as this other block did not hold, right, we'll be seeing more downside on this pair, right? So the next pair we're actually going to look at is EURJPY. For EURJPY, this pair has actually been on a clear downtrend since, right? You can see the weekly time frame has actually been going down. Then what is actually very composite that we should take note of is that last year's low has actually been rated. Then we are not expecting market to start selling down immediately after such a thing has actually happened, because market actually works based on liquidity, right? If a very significant liquidity zone is taken, then we are not expecting to go into that direction again. We should just uh, go up a little bit. That's actually going to mean that we'll be buying the market then probably to a particular significant zone before we look to sell it again. So we are not looking to sell this market for now. Then on the daily time frame, we can also see this clearly there is a ranging market. The liquidity has been taken. This was last month's low being raided by this candle. For me, I will be looking for more upside on this pair, all right, as the case may be. Then on the 1 hour time frame, already see something like this. Then I will be expecting market to come here to respond to this zone, or probably for the manipulation to take out this daily low before I will see more upside on this pair, right? So I'll be expecting this daily low to be raided for me to see more upside on this pair. And we're also going to look at CAT GPY. For CAT GPY, also looking at the weekly time frame, we can see that this like about 2 years low has been rated, and with this particular week, right, the market is also rejecting the market has actually went up from there. Then on the daily time frame, right, just like what I was explaining Euro GPY, I'm not expecting market to also come back there immediately, because we have a whole lot of big traders that would have actually put their pending order here, right, or some other people that are already buying this market. This is where their stop loss will be, and people that are already waiting for this zone to be broken. These are the breakout traders. Their pending order will be here also for them to buy. I mean to sell this pair. So this means that liquidity providers has already broken their shell by just speaking it. Can you see that they were not even given any opportunity to make profit at all? This market came, then went back again. That shows there is a lot of liquidity and market is already trapping this area. So we might be seeing upside on this pair based on what we have now. But on the daily time frame, we are actually seeing the same kind of stuff, right? So for me to look to actually buy this pair, I will be waiting for this particular zone to be broken. And if that zone is broken, I will wait for a retest before actually going up. But if that did not happen, then this market can actually continue to go down. I'll probably take out this low before we can see another significant thing to look out for there. The 8-4 uh, we have a break in market structure after taking out liquidity, right? It took out this liquidity. We have the accumulation phase, right? You can actually look at my previous, I actually did a recordings of that where I explain how the market moves. We can see how the market consolidated, then it actually gave us a manipulation. Then we have the distribution taking place now. So in this coming week, I'll be expecting this market to give us a little bit of manipulation to the downside, probably for the AMD, then coming back here to take out this high. But anyway, if this market open and the first zone that the market will actually come to is to take out this high, then I will be expecting to sell this market down again, right? And lastly, we'll be looking at um, USD30, which some people actually call GJOS, right? This market open actually form an inverse pattern here. Inverse pattern is actually what we call lower high, I mean higher low in the market. That shows the institution by the market actually fails to break a low. Then we have a break in the market structure that shows the lower high was broken. So what we are expecting on this pair to actually make a little retracement before going higher. However, on the weekly time frame, we can actually see that this market is clear bearish, but I'm waiting for this market to come to this zone before we see a reversal. Then on the daily time frame, we can see that this market is also bullish, right? Then the H4, based on what the H4 is actually showing us, they will be expecting this market to retrace a little bit before going higher. But the only place I we actually be looking to sell is when this high is rated and I actually have a significant reason for me to look to sell. That is when my ELPC pattern is displayed there, right? All right, traders, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this section, right? Just like what I said earlier, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel to get more videos as I will be uploading them. And also, we have a Telegram channel where we actually bring in traders together. You can join us there and get more free materials. These are actually charts that we've made for educational purposes so that you can actually study how we mark up our chart and how we study. Then you can also check in the playlist, you're going to see a free tutorial there that will show you clearly how we trade and analyze the market. All right, until next time, all right, I'll see you. Bye.